There are a lot of famous photo spots in the Dolomites. The most famous one might, however, just be the Tre Cime di Lavaredo, or Dreizinnen in German. Though three rocks are not low-hanging photography fruit though, one cannot just fall out of the car and take a photo. The easiest way to get there is to park your car at the Refugio Auronzo. You have to book a spot online in advance, and with €40 for 12 hours, that does not come cheap. You can reach the Refugio by bus also. You can catch the bus in Misurina, but you will have to park your car there, which sets you back €14 for a day. When you start walking from the Refugio, you pass the Tre Cime almost immediately on your left side, but you're so close you probably won't recognize them. The first viewing point of the rocks comes about halfway to the Dreizinnenhütte. Here you get the side view of the Tre Cime, which is not as spectacular as the much more famous front view, but it's still worth a stop and some photos. You can walk up and down the ridge and search for compositions. This point is quite busy though during the main season. It took me about 1.5 hours to reach the Dreizinnenhütte, and I'm usually a very fast walker. I stayed 2 nights, which I would not recommend due to the prices and facilities. On the other hand, there's a lot to see, and even with 2 sunsets and 2 sunrises, I did not quite get every photo I wanted due to bad weather. I had clouds, fog, rain, a storm and close to zero visibility, and I hiked there in the middle of summer. Weather can change very fast when you're more than 2,400 meters above sea level. On the last morning, however, it changed for the better, and so I got one decent sunrise. Once the light is on your side, there is a lot to work with. There are 2 lakes in the back of the Refugio. Directly in front of it, there are rock formations that provide leading lines. In the spring and summer, there are flowers, and on rainy days, there are puddles for reflection shots. There is a very nice peak left of the Dreizinnen, and directly behind the Refugio, there are small caves that can perfectly frame the Dreizinnen. The way up there is very steep and slippery though, and the way down is even worse. If you're lucky enough to get sunlight, it doesn't matter if it's dusk or dawn. The sun sets right of the Dreizinnen and it rises left of them, where you can find the lakes and the rugged peak. On the way back to the parking lot, you can take in a distant but fantastic view of the Cadini di Misurina with a long lens. Flying a drone is forbidden in most parts of the Dolomites, by the way. If you want to avoid fines, you will have to get a permit. Hi, my name is Kempf and I like pizza, so please like and subscribe.